Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I pulled for you for the second quarter, April, May, June of 2025, the Tower card. I do believe for the Aquarians I'm speaking for, you are in such sync with the kind of unexpected, disruptive, but seismic shifts that we're experiencing in the social space in the world, that you recognize a better idea, even if it comes in the form of apparent catastrophe, ruin, or the damage done reveals something that had been lost. I'm not sure what this relates to. This can be relevant to your professional work, a job, your home life, relationships. It can be all of that, but something has broken down. Some structure you relied on in your life is no longer available for the support that you once experienced, and you are recognizing it as a blessing, as an opening to stick your foot in the door so that you can steer things in a direction that is more in alignment with your beliefs, principles, and goals. This is a general reading, Aquarius, so it isn't going to resonate for everyone. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. Welcome to all of you, new and familiar. I appreciate the time that you're taking with me. So for the month of April, the Four of Wands, this is absolutely beautiful. This can mean a portal of celebration and abundance. It often means something like marriage. I think of it as your community, your self-selected community, those with whom you have grown with, learned from, and provided information to, are celebrating the growth and progress that you've shared and your ability to provide access to much of the learning or growth that you've experienced to others. So it's something like a community center in which you are celebrated and celebrate the growth of other members of that community. You provide access and services to those who may not be able to achieve those things on their own. This is also, again, the 1111 card. 11 is usually considered a wish fulfillment. When two 11s come together, this is one of the reasons it's called a marriage card, because two deeply connected individuals are joining, are having their wishes mutually fulfilled. This is a portal. In other words, you're stepping into a world of abundance. You're on the other side of struggle, and you're establishing a cultural, a social, and a spiritual foundation for you and others in your circle, your community, your family. In May, the Magician. Aquarius, you are, I feel that you are achieving something unexpected for you. And it's not to say that love is something that isn't part of your wheelhouse. However, I do think that your intuitive style of gathering information and sharing it with others has ended up helping you to connect deeply with other individuals that are becoming increasingly meaningful in your life. And as a result of that, you are prioritizing your ability to create with the resources at hand. You see yourself having the opportunity to express yourself authentically in a new way, again, in an area where you may not be known for. So I'm feeling as though many of you are considering securing a bond, a connection in a way that might not ordinarily occur to you because uh, the connections you're making are so closely aligned to your sense of wholeness, completeness, and thus your ability to work with others similarly minded individuals towards something greater than you. In June, the King of Swords. And this is really about you in a leadership position, but helping to shape with the assistance of those you work with or for something that is breaking the mold, something that is innovating a former common service that we have come to expect. There's a way that you're brainstorming this with others so that you are looking at a way to engineer this opportunity towards greater justice, a more fair distribution of resources, or an opportunity to advocate for those that are suffering or disabled in some way. This is about your ability to lead the charge, the resistance against the status quo. So you are one who understands the seeds of change must be deeply embedded in our institutions and or challenge those institutions in order to accommodate the change that uh, clients, customers, students, audiences, communities truly need. If this reading is resonating for you, Aquarius, please like this video. Please share this with others. And please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I, as always, appreciate all the ways that you support me. And I pulled the Success card. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So this has been coming up for you often, Aquarius. And I'm actually proposing that love, loving, caring, nurturing is an area of challenge for you. So you indeed have identified significant partners, connections, lovers, friends, colleagues, but the means to be loving is what you're opening yourself up to learn and experience. In April, the Four of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords. Yeah, how interesting. So now I'm getting a picture that you have uh, established a sense of community, a sense of connection with perhaps self-selected family, colleagues, friends, that is putting an end to an oppressive environment that shaped your expectation of community, of love, of relationships, that you are stopping giving to those that don't give back. And I have to say, this is a consistent and collective message for many, that you have understood it's your role to protect others. You're a strong person. You understand your assignment as it was given to you, quite possibly at birth or certainly through your family of origin. And you are recognizing the pain, the suffering, and the rejection that you have experienced without even expecting anything else in return, that you came to believe that this was your share of love. This is what it looked like. And instead, you have, and in the process, you had been internalizing the unkind things, the judgments of others about you, never taking you seriously, when all along you knew that your work was important, you knew your voice was important, you knew your ideas were critical to the change that people needed. And so in this way, I feel that you're understanding that this inner negative dialogue is an extension of this very conditional experience of love that you have had through your, quite likely, your conditioning, your formative years, and you are rejecting that. You understand that it's those unkind words that you began to speak to yourself that kept you in place. And having now chosen your own alliances and relationships, you have uh, created a community around you. The Magician in May is clarified by the Lord of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I think that you have realized that your mastery of skills, your willingness to step into a position of authority, to take charge of a situation, to order an environment so that it becomes successful, is something that has motivated you to move away from the ideas, the beliefs, and even the location that you had been in the past. I see you going on something like a fact-finding mission where you are traveling to other organizations, other locations, other communities to measure your idea, to sound out an idea, to determine some likely partners in whatever it is that you're likely to build or create at this time. And in June, the King of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Swords. This is all about the dream community that is in your vision. This is your truth, a world that shares all of its resources, that is no respecter of hierarchies, and that includes kings and dictators. A world where all are encouraged to feed their talents, to identify their talents, to own their own powers. They're being responsible for their reality. This is your community. It's not based on an abundance of material goods. It's built on mutual aid and sharing of resources. The Seven of Swords is the resistance that you have received all of your life and are continuing to receive. In fact, you have become clear that when one attempts something that is different, that is alternative, that is outside the beaten path, that is not clear to others, that you will attract haters, that you are evoking fears of others, of leaving the herd, that you are risking your safety and well-being and that of anyone connected to you, the fears that others exhibit in the face of the simple exploration of new ideas, the sounding out of new concepts, a think tank environment, which I see you cultivating or certainly facilitating, is in part what you realize the stretch, the reach for success will always attract. And you are listening to the complaints, even how disingenuously they are offered. But because you understand that these are battles that you can fight anytime, they'll always be there. And this is not going to break your resolve or block you from achieving. I'm going to finish up this reading, Aquarius, with a talisman oracle. And I have pulled the Finding Love card. And I'm going to have you take a look at that, and I will pull it back up as I read from the handbook because I haven't pulled this one before. And I'm excited to share this with you. So, finding love, a pure conscious connection is awaiting you. I want you to see the details of that without glare. This card doesn't always represent instant chemistry in an intimate relationship. It could also represent a nourishing platonic bond based on honesty and mutual appreciation, as this card also means finding your true soulmate. Be on the lookout, as serendipity can bring an inevitable shift in the air that can form a spark in your love life. A stable and fulfilling connection built on trust and respect can make you fascinated with your other half, but moreover, it helps you to reconnect with your true self. Seahorses mate for life. Meditate with this card when you want to strengthen your relationship with your beloved. If you're single, you can use this card to find a companion who understands and encourages you. Be cautious not to use this card for a relationship that ignites a fire that burns everything in its way. True love does not make you second guess your honesty, loyalty, or your self-worth. Believe in the magic because it's here for you. I embody love. If you've enjoyed this content, Aquarius, check out the video here for more content. And thank you so much for this beautiful message. Until next time, namaste.